everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge of. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we'll go ahead with starting with quantitative aptitude, and this is your class 4. As we had discussed your 3 classes and where we had discussed more than 93rd questions we had done there. And as I have told you about quantitative aptitude, we'll start discussing about into 2 sections, which is your section 1 is your arithmetical ability, the second is your interpretation ability. So in the arithmetic operation ability, we are dealing with the first topic, which is your operations on numbers, and that will start discussing about 94th question of the session. That the question we have here as to be follows, which is 935421 multiply 625, which is equals to the question mark as well here. That the options we have is your 57564812 and the B option is 58438125 and 5846492125 and 5855 58282125 as well. That what we had talked about it. In the same cases, we will be going ahead with a further discussion about this particular question, and in that we have to solve many questions as well, and in reference towards it we have to come through with that the topic as well. So here in this, that will solve accordingly. Before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers, please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So here we get to ahead 935421 into 625. How we'll solve it out is like 935421 here, and that has been multiplied here, which is 625 is a 5 power 4 here. So in the same case that we had assigned it out, and then accordingly what we'll do it, 935421 into 10 over 5 को we have, you can represent 10 by 2 power 4, which is, we will solve further it out, it is 10 9 3 5 4 2 1 into 10 to the power 4 upon to the power 4 as well, and 2 power 4 we know very well, that is 16, and 2 to the 4 4 to the 8 8 to the 16 as well, and then to the power 4 it would be increasing 4 zeros with this numbers, and we'll multiply, that is your 935 that we have 4 2 1 and 0 0 0 0 here as well. When we solve this, we'll get here as answer, which is 584. So that is your 584,638,125 as well. Now we'll go ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, which is the another question here that we have. So here we have your 95th question of the session here as well, and in the same pattern, that the question we have is your 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 into 72, that what we have to find out, and that the options we have 888 888 88, the second option 888 888 888 9 times 8, then we have 8989 89 898, and then we have 9, that is your D option, 999 999 999 and 8 here. So here we will solve it out as well, and that it will let you know that how you have to solve it out, these type of questions here. So let's go ahead further. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 into 72, which will give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 into, which is 72, will break it as 70 plus 2. Then when we multiply this by 70 and this by 2 as well differentially, so it will be as form a1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 into 70 plus 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 into 2 here. So when it will be multiplied this, then that what we'll get is, as you can see, that 0 will be increased here. So 7 9s are 63, 3 are 6 carry, and 7 7s are 49, 49 plus 6 55 and then 5 carry 7 5 35 plus 1, that will be having 7 9 1 4 6 8, and when we'll multiply by 2 here itself, what we'll get 7 9 2s are 18, 8 यहाँ 1 carry 7 to 14 plus 1 15, 5 यहाँ 1 carry 6 2s are 12 plus 1 13, 1 carry 5 2s are 10 plus 1 11, 1 carry, then 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9, then we have 4 3 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, and 2 2s are 2, 2 1s are 2 here, so 2 4 6 9 1 3 5 8, and when we'll add it on both, so what we'll get, you just can do it here, is 8 that we have 6 4 1 9 7 5 3 0, and the number we have itself, that is your 2 4 6 9 1 9 5 8. So when we'll add it on here, how we'll get it, 0 में 8 प्लस करेंगे, it will be 8, 5 में that we had at 3 will be 8, and then we have your, that is your 5 में 3 as well, that is your 8, so 8 8 8 8, that is your, we have 3 3 6 3 9, that 3 3 6 9, so there is 9 8 here, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 here, and that will be your answer to solve it out as well. So let's go ahead with other question, which is the another one, and that is your 96th question of the session. The question we have here is your, that is 397 into 397 plus 104 into 104 plus 2 into 397 into 104. We have to find out this as well as an answer form. The options we have is 250001, 251001, and 260101, and 261001 here. In the same case, we'll solve it out as well, and that's what we have to go through with that as well. So here in the same cases, we will go ahead, and that we have, that is your 397 square plus 104 square plus 2 into 397 into 104, and that is, you know very well, a square plus b square plus 2ab, that is a square plus 2b square plus 2ab here, and that we can represent it in the form which is your 397 plus 104 square, and when we'll add it on both, what we will get here is your that is your 7 plus 4 11, 1 यहाँ carry 1, 9 plus 1 10 0, यहाँ 1 carry 3 plus 1 8.5, so 501 square, and 501 square when it will be break, so what it will take as 500 plus 1 ka square here, so when will a plus b square will open it this, it will be 5, as I told you, 500 plus 1 ka square, and then when we'll open it at a plus b square, means a square plus b square plus 2ab, so that will go ahead here, 500 square plus 1 square plus 2 into 500 into 1, which is equals to 500 square. When we'll square it out, 5 5 the 25, and 4 zeros as well, plus 1 square is 0, 1 square only, plus 2 into 500 into 1 as well, and that is your, when we'll multiply 5 to the 10, that is your 100, that is your 1000, and 1000 into 1001, that is your 1000. So here, that is your, as I told you about, that is 25,000, that is 250,000 plus 1 plus 1000, that will be, it will be give you here, which is 225 4,000, that zeros plus 1 plus 1000, and then we'll get it out, we'll add it on, so that will get 251001 here. This 1 will come here in place of 3 zeros, and then it will be 1 here in the one place. So that is that is your 2,51,001 here. That will be the answer here for this. Now we'll go ahead with other question that what we have to find it out as well, and that is another question. If that is your 97th question of the session. The question is, if 64 square minus 36 square equals to 20 into x, then you have to find out x value, and that the option we have is 70, 120, 180, 140, or none of these. So according to the pattern, according to the followed meaning, you have to do it. So let's go ahead here. 20 into x equals to 64 plus 36, because a square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b होगा, a plus b here, and then of course a minus b, which is equals to 100 into 28. Okay, and then I will go ahead. Then when we'll add it on these two, that will be 100, and then we must subtract it, we'll be getting 28 here. So according to that, x equals to 20. This 20 will goes down. This is 100 into 28. So from here, it 0 will be cancelled out, and then we have your 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, and 28 5s are, that is 140. The answer would be your 140 as well. Let's go ahead with other question here. 98th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, and the question we have 489 plus 375 square minus 489 minus 375 square upon 489 into 375. That what we have to find out. The options we have 144, 864, 2, 4, and none of these. So in these type of a question, we have to solve it out as well. So here the given expression we have in the form of a plus b square minus a minus b square upon ab, which is equals to 4ab upon ab. So in that same case, the answer would be we have is your 4. So that will cancel it out, and the 4 itself remain here. So that will be your answer will be the 4 here. And now we'll go ahead with other question that we have. दिखने में इतना लंबा था, but of course when we'll add it on, we'll put the value, that is 4 into 489 into that is your 375 upon 489 into 375. So the both are cancelled, then 4 itself remain. So that will be the right answer. Now we'll go ahead with 99th question of the session as well, which we have 963 plus 476 square plus 963 minus 476 square upon 963 into 963 plus 476 into 476, and that we have to find it out as well. And in the same case, the options which we have here is to be as follows in the following way, that we have to go through with that as well, and as well as that to find it out as well. The options for this we have is your 449, 497, 2, 4, and none of these. So in the same case, we'll go ahead here and that to solve it out as well. So here in this, that is the formula that we have here that has been applicable here is your a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square upon, that is a square plus b square, which is equals to 2a square plus b square upon a square plus b square. That will cancel it out, we'll get 2 as well. So the answer will be the 2 itself. Now we'll go ahead with other question, and that what we have is your 100th question of the session. Sorry, 100th question. So 100th question of the session we have 768 into 768 into 768 plus 232 into 232 into 232 upon 768 into 768 minus 768 into 232 plus 232 into 232 here, that we have to find it out. The options for this we have is your 1000, 536, 500, 268, and none of these. And for that, the solution for this particular question we have, the given expression is in the form of a cube plus b cube upon a square minus ab plus b square, which is equals to a plus b, and that is your 768 plus 232, it will give you 1000. That will be the right answer here for the question as well. Let's go ahead with other one, that is your 101th question of the session here. 101 question here, and that we have is here, that is your 854 into 854 into 854 minus 276 into 276 into 276 upon 854 into 854 plus 854 into 276 plus 276 into 276 will give you the options. We have 1130, 578, and that is 565, 1156, and none of these. And with that we have a solution that even though we have to solve it out as well. So here we go ahead, and which is the solution as well. The given expression is in the form of a cube minus b cube upon a square plus ab plus b square, which is equals to a minus b. So a minus b, we have 854 minus 276, then we'll get 578. You can just manage it out as well. Now we'll go ahead with other question, which is your 102th question of the session as well, and that we have, and that the question we have is your 753 into 753 plus 247 into 247 minus 753 into 247, that is upon 753 into 753 into 753 plus 247 into 247 into 247, which is equals to the question mark. Here the options we have 1 upon 1000, 1 upon 506, 253 upon 500, and D is none of these. So we'll solve it out one by one and we find it out what will be the answer here. So the given expressions we have is in the form of a square plus b square plus minus ab, as you can see, a square b square minus 2ab upon, that is your a cube plus b cube, that has been written 3 times here. So it will be solved upon 1 upon a plus b, and for that sake 1 upon a is your 753 plus b is your 247. When we'll add it out, 73 is your 10, 0 and 1 carry, 549 plus 1, 10, 0 and 1 carry, 7 plus 3, that is 10. So that will be 1 upon 1000. That will be the right answer for this question here. Now we will go ahead further, and that what we have to talk about it, which is another question, and that is your 103rd question of the session as well. So if the number 517 cross, that is multiplies 324, is completely divisible by 3, then the smallest whole number is in the place of abstract will be, you have to find out. So let's go ahead. I will just write it on the question for you yourselves, so that you will be able to understand what question states that and how you have to solve these particular question, which is you have to solve in the competition. So the question here, if the number 517 324 is completely divisible by 3, then the smallest whole number in place of this abstract will be you have to find out. So here that is the options we have 0, 1, 2 and none of these. So we will go ahead with the solution of this, and that we have, which is in the form sum of digits equals to 5 plus 1 plus 7, that will add it on here, plus that abstract will take it as x plus 3 plus 2 plus 4. So that will add it on. 5 plus 6 is 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 7 that is 13, 13 plus 3 is your 16, 16 plus 2 is your 18, 18 plus 4 22, so 22 plus x that we have. Which is your 22 plus x as well, and we know that which must be divisible by 3. If it is must be divisible by 3, you also know very well into 3 table, that is 22 is not occurred, and so we will be adding a number that will occur. So 23 is also not occurring and 24 is occurring, so it is plus, so we'll have to add it. So we can say that x equals to 2. That will be the right answer for this question. We'll go ahead with 22 plus 2, which will we have 24 here as an answer. We'll go ahead with other question, which is your 104th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, and which is another question. If the number is 481 abstract 673 is completely divisible by 9, and then the smallest whole number in place of abstract will be here. So the question here, if the number 481 abstract 673 is completely divisible by 9, then smallest whole number in place of will be, that is your which is your that will be in the same cases that we have to find out. The options we have 2, 5, 6 and 7. So let's go ahead with solution as well, that what we have to solve it out as well. So the sum of these numbers is 22, and then we had an on 2 here. So according to that same pattern we have to solve it this one as well. So the question we have, the solution is sum of digits equals to 4 plus 8 plus 1 plus x plus 6 plus 7 plus 3. So we'll add in on here, which is 4 plus 8, that is 12, plus 1 13, 13 plus 6 is 19, 19 plus 7, 19 plus 3 is your 20, 21, 22, 22 plus 7 29. So that is equals to 29 plus x. So which will be the divisible by 9, and we should be divisible by 9. So here that is 29 is not divisible by 9. So 29 के आगे कौन सा आता है, that is your 30 is not divisible, 31 is not divisible, 32 is not divisible, 33 is not divisible, 34 is not divisible, 35 is not divisible, and 36 is divisible. So we'll add 7 here. So that will be x equals to 7, and that is 27 plus 29 plus 7, that is equals to 36 here. That will be the right answer. The sum of all the number will be 36, and that is divisible by 9. So that the number which is in the abstract that is missing is your 7, and here itself it is 2. Now we'll go ahead with other question, and that is the another question, that what we have to find it out as well, and which is also an important one, which is your 105 question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. The other question is, if the number is that is 97215 abstract 6 is completely divisible by 11, then the smallest whole number in the place of abstract that will be, we have to find out. So let's go ahead with the question here. If the number 97215 abstract 6 is completely divisible by 11, then the smallest whole number is in place of abstract will be, which is the options we have 3, 2, 1, 5 and none of these. So we'll go ahead here. That is the solution of this question. We have given number is, as you can see, 97215. We can select it be x and plus 6 here. So we will go ahead with that. 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 9 minus x plus 1 plus 7, that we had take it out here in the combination, which is equals to 14 minus x, which must be divisible by 11, क्योंकि 11 मैंने बोला था odd place और even place हम अलग अलग लिखेंगे, and according to that what we have to took it odd place and even place पे लिखने के बाद हम उसको अलग अलग place पे लिख के minus करेंगे. If we have to check the divisibility by 11, if you had gone through with that, so you that class that we had done in the first class, so you will be get to know what we are dealing with. So x equals to 3. Okay, 14 is not coming in the 11 table, so minus x here, so that the least is your 11, so that is minus 3. So x minus 3 will be 14 minus 3, your answer would be 11, and that is divisible by 11 itself. Let's go ahead with other question which we have as your 106th question of the session, and that is we have as follows. The other question is, if the number 91876 abstract 2 is completely divisible by 8, then the smallest whole number in the place of abstract, that would be. So the question we have, if the number 91876 abstract 2 is completely divisible by 8, then smallest whole number in place of abstract will be, that what we have to find out, which is the option is 1, 2, 3, 4 and none of these, and for that we have to solve it out as well, and that will get the number of that is, we will be letting that number with 6x and 2 here, and that is we can say that 6x2, and that would be your 6 we have as well 6x2, that must be divisible by 8. So x equals to 3, as 632 is divisible by 8 here. So that is the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8, then that is your the divisibility test check, that what we check it as in the form of the divisibility by 8 here. So let's go ahead with other question here. So we have another question which is your 107th question of the session here, and that is your that what we will talk about the another question, and in that same cases we have to check the divisibility, as we had to check the divisibility by 11, by 8. Now we'll go ahead with other different question that we have is your which one of the following numbers completely divisible by 45, that what we have checked, and we have to check it here, that is completely divisible by 45. So I will let you know the options here, because divisibility by 5 में check करनी है. 181560, या तो ये होगा या तो फिर होगा 33114 5. That's the options we have. 202860 और या तो आपका होगा 203550। तो आपको ये फाइंड आउट करना है among these questions which will be your that is divisible by completely divisible by 45. We have to check it, the divisibility here, that is completely divisible by 45. So 45 से divisibility इसकी check करनी है and no, not a problem, we'll go ahead further and that will solve it out as well. So in the same cases 45 की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो you know very well कि 45 जो है वो 5 9s are 45 होता है, वो 5 and 9 are the co-primes, you also know, and that unit must be in the co-prime unit must be either 0 or 5 and the sum of the digits must be divisible by 9 here. So among given the numbers that such of this, the answer would be your 202860 that will be having an end of that the unit digit is 0 and 5 and the digit must be divisible by 9. So the answer is this. Now we'll go ahead with other different question because हर तरह से वो different तरह से पूछेंगे question, so you don't have to worry about these particular questions here. 108 question of the session, that what we have to talk about it. Now you have to find out which one of the following numbers is completely divisible by 99. The options we have 3572404, the B option 135792, the C option 913464, and the D option 114345. And the E option is none of these, so that not matter at all. If it is said you that is completely divisible by 99, you have to show it, and if it is not, then of course we'll say that it is not divisible. In the 99, if I'm talking about, that should be completely divisible by 99. So you also know 99 जो होता है वो 11 9 से 99 आता है, and where 11 and 9 are also co-primes here. So clearly in the 114345, which is your option D, and that is divisible by 11 as well as 9 as well, so it is divisible by 99 as well. So the answer would be the option D here. Now we'll go ahead with other one, that is your 109th question of the session here. In the same cases that where we'll talk about it, and this that we have here as well. And the other question is if the number we have, that is 42573 abstract, is exactly divisible by 72, then the minimum value of abstract you have to find out. So let's go ahead with question here. If the number 42573 abstract is exactly divisible by 72, then the minimum value of abstract is, we have to find that. The options we have 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So among these questions we have to answer it out as well, and the answers, the solutions we have here, which is, so 72 has been coming as 9 and 8. So where 9 and 8 are co-primes, the minimum value of x, that will be the 73x, and that is divisible by 8 because 8 के लिए क्या केस है कि जो आपके लास्ट 3 numbers हैं, that should be divisible by 8 here itself, and that is sum of the digits. In this we have sum of digits in 5 to 4 to 5 7 3 6, and that is we have equals to 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 6. So here we go, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus that is 5 is 11, 11 plus 7 is 18, 18 plus 3, that is 21, 21 plus 6 27, so that will get 27. So which is divisible by 9 here, and that the required number for the abstract we have 0, because if अगर कोई कम होता 9 से डिवाइड होने में, so we'll add in on, but क्योंकि वो 27 आ रहा है and that is divisible by 9, so that we will let that number be here, that is your 6. So we had added a 6 here, that is 573 6 here, so 6 will add in on here, so that the number is 6, so that will become 27. Now we'll go ahead with other question, and that's what we have to discuss here as well, and which is your 110th question of the session. So So in the same cases, here we go, and that is here the question we have, and that is if that x and y are the two digits of the number 653 xy such that this number is divisible by 80, and then x plus y you have to find out. So let's go ahead with the question as well. If x and y are two digits of the number 653 xy with such that this number is divisible by 80, then x plus y equals to the question mark here. So that what we have to find out, the options we have 2, 3, 4, 6 and none of these. So we'll have to find out as well as an answer here. That is equals to 80. So in 80 here, that is we have 2 into 5 into 8, and that is 653 if I'm talking about here. 653 xy which we have here, that is divisible by 2 or 5, and both so y equals to 0 here. So 653 x0 is divisible by 8, and 3x0 that is should be divisible by 8. So this happens when x equals to 2. So that we have x plus y, that is equals to 2 plus 0, which is equals to 2 here. That 2 will be the right answer for in the place of x equals to 2 and y equals to 0 here. Now we'll go ahead with another one, which is your 111th question of the session here. So here we will go ahead to 111th question of the session, and that is if the product 4864 multiply 9p2 is divisible by 12, the value of the p you have to find out. So the question I will write it down. If the product 4864 into 9p2 is divisible by 12, the value of p is here. The options we have 2, 5, 6, 8 and none of these. So we'll solve it out as well, that we have, and that is to be follows as, which is clearly 4864 is divisible by 4, so 9p2 must be divisible by 3, and that in the same cases that we talk about it. So 9 plus p plus 2, which must be divisible by 3, and so that we have p equals to 1. That will be the right answer for this question here, because we'll talk about 3 here. So 9, 10, 11, and that is 2, then that is 1 is 12. So 3, that 12 is divisible by 3 here. That's the reason p equals to 1 here. Now we'll go ahead with other question, and that what we have here, it is your another question, which is 112th question of the session. In 112th question of the session here, which is if the number 5 abstract 2 is divisible by 6, then abstract you have to find out. So let's go ahead. If the number 5 abstract 2 is divisible by 6, then abstract equals to question mark. That what we have to find out. The options we have 2, 3, 6 and 7. So let's go ahead with the solution as well, that what we have to solve it out as well. So in the same case, the solution is to be as follows, that 6 equals to 3 into 2, you know very well. Clearly 5 abstract 2 is divisible by 2, and that replacing the abstract by x. So we have, then we will be having 5 plus 6 plus 2, that must be divisible by 3, so x equals to 2. So that if x equals to 2, 5 plus 2 is your 7 plus 2, 9, that is divisible by 3 here. Now we'll go ahead with other question, and that is the another one which we have to talk about it, and that is your 113th question of the session, and that is which of the following divisible by 24. तो आपको बताना है 24 से क्या divisible है. I will give you an option, that is for the first option we have 3, 5, 7, 1, 8, B option 63810, C option 537804, and the D option 3125736. So here we will be going ahead with the solution, and that what we have here. In the same case, in talking about 24, that is 24 is equals to 3 into 8, 8 3s are, where 3 and 8 are co-prime, so clearly 35718 is not divisible by 8, as 718 is not divisible by 8. And similarly, if talking about the 63810, that is not divisible by 8, because this is also not divisible by 8, this is also not divisible by 8. If talking about 7537804 is also not divisible by 8. So here this is also not divisible by 8. In this, that will sum of the digits, will do it. Sum of digits equals to 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 6. So we'll add and on. That is equals to 27, which is divisible by 3. So 7, 3, 6 is divisible by 8 here. So that is, it means that 312576 is divisible by 3 cross 8, that is 24 here. Now we will go ahead with further question, that what we have to talk about it, and which is your the another question, and that is the 614th question of this session. Now in this, we will go ahead, as we had find out that is your that has been divisible by, that is your 24 here as well, and that is, now we'll talk about how many of the following numbers are divisible by 132. That what we have to find out. So there is a series has been given. So I just tell you 1 2 6 4 3 9 6 462 792 968 2178 5184 and 6336. This has been asked in the hotel management paper, and that is also an important one. And in the terms of it, we have an option 4 5 6 or 7. आपको बताना है among these कि कितने नंबर आपके ऐसे हैं जो कि आपके 132 से divisible हैं. Let's go ahead with the solution as well. In this, the first we'll talk about for the factors of 132, which we have in the 132 here, that is equals to 11, 3 and 4. 11 3 is a 33, 33 4 is 132. Clearly 968, which we have here, that is this one. The 968 is not divisible by 3, and none, that is 462, and of course 2178 is divisible by none of 462, and that is divisible by 4. So 5184, that it is not divisible by 11. So each one of the remaining 4 number is divisible by each one of 4 3 11. So there are 4 such numbers. So here 4 such numbers, that 1 2 3 and 4. These were the 4 numbers that are divisible by 4 3 11. So there are the 4 such numbers as well. That is, we'll talk about it. So another question here, and that is your 115th question of the session here. So in the 115th question of the session, and that we'll talk about it, where the question we have 476 abstract 0 is divisible by both 3 and 11. The non-zero digit is in the hundreds and the tens places are respectively here. So that is, we'll go ahead with a question on that. The options we have 7 and 4, 7 and 5, 8 and 5, and none of these. So that will be the options we have. I will go ahead with a question as well. That is 4, 7, 6, abstract 0. That is just divisible by both 3 and 11. The non-zero digit in the hundreds and tens places are respectively. So where we go ahead with the solution as well, which is your 64th question of the session here, and that what we have to talk about it. So here in the 64th question, that we deal with it, and that is your that the given number, that is your 4x 4 7 x y 0. So in the same case we can say that is 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus x, that is plus y plus 0, which is equals to 17 plus x plus y. That must be divisible by 3. That is, and for that 0 plus x plus 7 minus y plus 6 plus 4 equals to x minus y minus 3. That must be either 0 or 11. So x minus y minus 3 equals to 0. That is your y equals to x minus 3. The other question we have 17 plus x plus y equals to 20 plus x plus x minus 3 equals to 2x plus 40. That will give x equals to 2 or x equals to 8. So here x equals to 8 and y equals to 5 will be the right answer for this question here. Now we'll go ahead with other one, that what we have to talk about it, and that is the another one here, which is your the other question that we talk about it, which is your 116th question of the session. And the same cases here that we have, which one of the following numbers is exactly divisible by 11. So you have to say which of the number is exactly divisible by 11. The options we have here 2 3 5 6 4 1. B is 2 4 5 6 4 2. C is your 3 1 5 6 2 4, and the D is 4 1 5 6 2 4, which has been asked in CDS examination paper. So in the terms of it here, which is your 65th question, and that we'll talk about it as well. With the solution we have 4 plus 5 plus 2 minus 1 plus 6 plus 3, which is equals to 1. So that is not divisible by 11. Other number will take it 2 plus 6 plus, that is 4, minus 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals to 1, not divisible by 11. The other number we take 4 plus 6 plus 1 minus 2 plus 5 plus 3 equals to 1, not divisible by 11. The other number 4 plus 6 plus 1, and here minus 2 plus 5 plus 4, that is equals to 0. 6 plus 4 plus 1, that 11. 5 plus 4 9 plus 2 11. So 9 minus 10 11 minus 11, that is equals to 0 here. So it will show here that so 4 1 5 6 2 4 is divisible by 11. So that the answer would be your that 4 1 5 6 2 4 here, that is divisible by 11. Now we'll go ahead with other question, and that is your another one that we'll talk about it, and that is another question: how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 6 in all? that we have the other question is the 117th question, that is how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 6 in all. So in this we have an option 149, 150, 151 and 166 as well. So here we go ahead with the solution. Required numbers are 102, 108, 114 and till 996. So this is an AP in which A equals to 102, D equals to 6, 108 minus 102 which is 6, L is equals to the last number is a 996. So let the number of the terms be X, number of terms let be that N. So then A plus N minus 1 D which is equals to 996. So we'll put the value. A is your 102 plus N minus 1 into 6 equals to 996. Then what we'll do it, 6 will multiply here inside, that is 6 into N minus 1, and this is your 996 minus your 102 will get 894, and for that further we have N minus 1 equals to 149 and N equals to 150, because this minus will come here and that will become plus, so 149 plus 1 equals to 150 here. Now we'll go ahead with 118th question of the session. So here in the same cases we'll go ahead other question, that is the sum of the first 45 natural number is the sum of first 45 natural number is, that is the options we have. Wow, that is your 1035, 1280, 2070 and 2140. In the same case we have to go through with that, and we will be having Sn equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 45. So this is an AP in which A equals to 1 and D equals to be 1 and N equals to 45. So the Sn is equals to N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1 D, and that is equals to 45 by 2 into 2 into 1 plus 45 minus 1 into 1, that is equals to 45 by 2 into 46, and here which is equals to 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 and 2 threes are 6, so that is 45 into 23, and further do it 45 into 20 plus 3, that is 45 into 20 plus 45 into 3, and which is equals to here 900 plus 135. When we multiply it and we'll add it on, we'll get 1035 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. So let's go ahead with other question which we have, that is your 119th question of the session here. 119th question of the session here, and that the series we have your questions here, that is the sum of even numbers between 1 and 31 is. So the sum of even numbers between 1 and 31, that what we have to find out. The options we have here, that is your 6, 128 and 2, or that is your 240, and that is D is your 512. That what we have to find out here. In the same cases that is to be as follows here, which is we'll go ahead with the solution as well, that is your let Sn equals to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus till plus 30, that is an even number. So here in the EP that we have A equals to 2, d equals to 2 and as well as L equals to 30. So let the number of the terms n. So here we have a plus n minus 1 d, which is equals to 30, and that will give 2 plus, we'll put the value here into 2, which is equals to 30, and that is equals to n equals to 15 here as an answer. We'll put the value for Sn, which is equals to n by 2 a plus L 15 upon 2 into 2 plus 30, which is equals to 15 plus 16, which is equals to 240. That will be the right answer. Now we'll go ahead with the 240. That will be the right answer here itself. Now we will be ending up here for the session because it is near about more than 50 minutes here, and that we'll talk about in the next coming classes, and that is the another question, and in terms of it we'll talk about many more things in the related towards this as well. And as I told you about in the reasoning, we had completed your general mental ability and the logic reasoning, which is the part of verbal reasoning, and we had even though start with the reasoning here, which is non-verbal reasoning, and that we had completed series, and we had even though started with that is your analogy as well. So you can go through with that. You will find each and every questions here. In terms of quantitative aptitude, we had as I told you about, we deal with the two sections, section 1 and section 2. In the section 1, which is your arithmetic ability, that we have to cover up the numbers, and we had started with this, and hopefully we'll end up soon. So numbers, SCF and LCMs of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube root, average, problems on number, problems on ages, and that is your surds and indices, percentage and profit and losses, ratios and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time work and pipes and cisterns, time distance, problems on trains, boards and streams, allegations and mixtures, simple interest, compound interest, logarithms, area, volume and surfaces area, races and games of skills, calendar, class, stocks and shares as well. Where in the same cases, that is your the permutation and the combinations, probabilities, the true discount, bankers discounts, height and distance, odd man out series. And the section 2 will talk about it, interpretation, which is your tabulation, bar graph, pie charts and line graphs as well are here. So we'll end up with this, and so stay tuned with us, and it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers, please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So thank you.